What's going on, people? Daniel here from the AK Mindset, and we're back with something different. We're talking video games, Ace Attorney. You see it on the screen. So I had to get a special guest. I had to get Naya D. Hemmings, known video gamer. He's well versed in a lot of different mediums, comics, novels, writing, you name it. So why don't you say hello to the people?
What's going on, everyone? We're very excited to be here. And yes, I don't go outside, which is why I play a bunch of games. I read a bunch of stuff. I watch a bunch of different things because I don't touch grass. I'm joking, I do. But yeah, I mean, Ace Attorney is something I've been playing since like 2008. And I've replayed them no matter what console they've come out on for the most part. So excited to talk about it.
Mm. And just before we
Just to
start,
clarify,
yep.
sorry, you never played the Greatest Attorney, right?
No, because I need to buy a Switch.
You didn't play Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright or Ace Attorney Investigations, right? So we're just doing
Yeah, just the main ones.
the main line. Okay, bet.
Yeah,
Making sure.
that's calm. And then before we start, why don't you? Because you got like a plethora of platforms: Twitch, Rumble. Like, why don't you plug so the people know where to find you?
Yeah, you can find me at ID Hemmings, my main channel. I mostly cover Tower God, Kubera, One Piece, but you always see like my other interests flare up. And right now, I'm working on mini video essays, and video essays are coming in general, like long form. So stay tuned for that. I just dropped something called The Ride versus the Ending and like what makes a fight scene good. I think you guys will like that, so go give it a look see. And Paperwork Hems on Twitch. So yeah,
Mm. Yes, sir.
find me
Yes,
there.
Okay, so I guess the first topic we're talking about the first trilogy, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, all those the first three games that came out, and I just wanted to get what your general thoughts on the trilogy were, and also how do you think it's aged? Because I know you've played it since you started playing it in 2008, so that's quite a while ago.
I think they've aged well. First of all, I think the original trilogy is amazing. It's to me the best, probably from top to bottom. Like we'll talk about the other trilogy later, but I think this one is probably better in terms of just top to bottom in general. And I think it's aged really well, all things considered. I wasn't sure it would, but I've been playing, like I said, I've been playing this for a while. Like the first time I played this was on Game Boy Advance, and then the DS versions came out. Then they kind of like made them a little bit more HD. They reworked the sprites to bring it out for like the Wii U, iPhone, and everything like that. And I'm like, it actually looks really good too. Like I still like the way it looked back in the day, but I still like the kind of updated models, and I think they've kept it fresh. Because I think the only thing they have to worry about here, Capcom and everyone here has to worry about is can you keep coming up with compelling cases with good like twists and turns and make the gameplay compelling by coming up with different legal, you know, um gameplay segments for us to do, because really and truly there'll always be crime, so you can always keep making these games if you kind of think about it. So I think they did a good job. It's humorous, vibrant, it gets serious when it needs to be. I think all the games, the last case it hits. I don't think they have a bad last case, all things considered, and I'm very impressed, honestly. I can't say a lot of my favorite series have aged well. I used to be a Kingdom Hearts fan, and I threw that shit in the garbage. I'm sorry. I cannot rock with that Nomura bastard anymore. But yeah, Tetsuya Nomura.
Yeah, I mean, I,
What
I
about
don't really
what
have
about you?
much to say about Kingdom Hearts. I've already played like I think the first game on PlayStation.
Okay, but they betrayed me, bro. Danganronpa betrayed me. Just so many things betrayed me. I couldn't believe it.
Got
Ace
trust
Attorney has not
issues.
betrayed me.
Not yet. Well, not ever. We hope.
I have one game that I'm like, I don't even hate it. I just think it's the low point, but I like them all, which is a good sign.
Yeah, yeah.
I
But
don't hate any of them.
I think for me, I I came into the series. I didn't really know, and obviously, like some stuff like the objection and all that stuff. And I guess recently you've got this new objection.lol where people make their own edits. So I knew about it through there. But playing the games, it was a very fun experience. It's like because I've only really recently got back into like playing games, and I can't even say I'm playing games because I'm just playing on my 3DS. I've only played really Ace Attorney and Zelda Fire Emblem this year, so I wouldn't really say I'm back into gaming, but I've just like I say Ace Attorney was
I
like
guess
another
though.
gateway. It is gas. It is gas. Cause I was just surprised by also how funny it was. Cause there's a lot of moments where I'm just laughing because it's just ridiculous and it's just I'm just like I don't even understand why you're saying that, or I'm just looking at the judge and I'm just like you're so dumb. I have no words for you. But yeah,
But he gets the right verdict. You gotta give him credit. He's an idiot though. I love him. He's one of my favorite characters. But he's so dumb.
nah, I'm not giving him any credit because the amount of times, yeah, you'll say something and he'll be like, yeah, you know what, you're right, and then the next person will say something and it's like, you know what, this is a clear case, like he wasn't debating the verdict 3 minutes ago.
He's wishy washy. He's wishy washy. What? He entertains me. Only thing I wish is that he was on our side sometimes. He's never
I'm
on our side.
saying always,
You
always on the
could have been
prosecution.
cooking for like we've been cooking for like 20 minutes. Prosecutor says one thing, they're like, yeah, you have no definitive proof. I'm like, I hate it here.
That's what
Oh
gets me the
man.
most. Like he'll be like, you'll give like 5 good points in a row, and then they'll say one thing, and they're like, yeah, you know what? He's guilty. I'm like, bruv, do you not see like the logic? Using the logic I've laid out, does this not mean my client is not guilty? That's the thing. My client, when I feel like there's a lot of times where the evidence is showing the client is not guilty, but they still want you to show, oh yeah, but this is the real killer. I'm like, that's not my job. I'm just here to prove that my client's not guilty.
That is true. They do make you like, all right, so who's the real murderer? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just here to get not guilty verdict. I gotta find who done it? What is this?
It's
That's a
crazy.
police job.
Fam,
Tell Gumshoe to do his job.
I'm telling you, because I mean that guy, hey, that guy, he's lovable. I miss him in the newer games, but yeah, he's an eccentric character to say the least.
It's a fact. I like Emma though. We'll
Yes,
circle back to
sir.
her because I was actually very happy. I was very happy to see her, but
Mm.
we'll circle back. But I think the trilogy is really strong. I would I don't know if you agree with this. I think Justice for All as like one of my least favorite case, and that's the Big Berry Circus case. I don't
Yep.
like that case.
Big top, or as Saxy calls it, pedo circus.
Yeah, with Regina. Oh my lord, I'm like Regina. I'm like she is 16, Japan.
Fam, I don't know what the plan was.
And then I couldn't stand. I will always give him credit for this. That one time that Francesco whipped him and he started rapping French Prince of Bel Air, but in the clown version, I genuinely laughed. That's the only laugh he got out of me. Every time he opened his mouth, I am deadpan. I'm like, bro, stop talking. I can't stand you. But that one, I actually chuckled. I was like, okay, that was hilarious. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really a
So
fan of a lot of characters in that case. They were kind of jarring.
you like Billy Bob Johns, bro?
Bruh, no man, don't kill me. No, I did not. I did not like that guy, bro. Just throwing cards in my
I call
face.
him by
Allow
his
it.
government. I
Billy
call him
Bob
by his
Jones.
government. That's Billy Bob Johns. I don't know who Max Galactica is. I know Billy Bob Johns. He been drinking milk on farm. Okay, in my tractor. That's what. No, honestly, he ended it mine because he's like, bro, I'm trying to be great. Y'all gonna have a mid ass circus. He's like the only one I kind of liked. I'm with you. Everyone in that case was kind of annoying. Acro, I understood the rage. I get it. I understand it. But like, what are you doing, bro? You're not serious, man.
Yeah, it's
What kind of
nuts.
plan was
Like
that?
it's nasty.
They're talking about they put the pepper in the thing and he picked it up and he dropped it. I'm like, son, what do you mean it's on him? Nobody was reeling him. Like, yo, this guy's heavy as hell. Like, I just couldn't with that case. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Anytime I have to revisit it, that's like the one part that I dread. I admit it. I admit it. I dread that part. I speed run that case the same way I speed run the Puny Tree chapter in Thousand Year Door. I go at max speed. I'm not trying to stay here. So
Yeah, I think it was my least favorite case as well in the original trilogy because like I guess some people might argue in the third game recipe for turnabout with, but I really like Maggie Bird, so I'm like yeah I don't mind because she's like my favorite client, so I'm like yeah I'll ride for Maggie any day of the week.
I respect that. Favorite client. Hmm. Maggie's not bad. I'm not a willpower fan, but I felt bad for him. I think he deserved
They did
that.
him dirty, man.
Shoot, I'm like I I'm gonna go Larry.
Larry, nah, the boots.
Larry or Miles in the boots. Someone smells and someone's the butts.
I wanted
Oh my goodness.
I wanted to ask, how do you feel when you have a client and they keep saying they're guilty? Because I really get annoyed because I'm like, why are you blocking me from doing my job? Like I'm supposed to be trying to protect you, and you're making my life more difficult.
Oh, they piss me off. I'll be like, all right, man. Like, do you want to go to jail or not? It's just kind of that's like all I got. Like, I'll just go home, bro. I'll part ways.
Fam,
We don't gotta sit here and do this because I listen. It's hard out here. All right, Phoenix is not rich. I need these clients. First of all, too, is like why everything it's one thing with this game that I kind of don't like this, but I get why they do it. It's like, okay, so this is your client. All right, cool. All right, so what happened? So first of all, someone got shot in like the forest. They were found with the weapon in their hand. The blood is on their shirt. Someone wrote their name in the dirt. The last phone call went. I'm like, why is every single piece of initial evidence just super condemning? Like it can never just be like, all right, like he's kind of the main suspect, but it's like no, like, and also these two characters they like bells and they have the one copy of this famously crafted bell from this one guy in France. I'm like, son, I can't defend you. You're
fam.
cooked. You're going to jail. That annoys me more than them being like, I'm guilty. Let's let them throw me in jail. I'll still do my job. I'm like, all right, shut the fuck up. But like, when the evidence is just piled up against you, I start rubbing my temples. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Because when Lana kept saying, "Oh yeah, man, I'm guilty," I'm like, "Bro, man, you please. This case is hard enough. I don't need you tripling the difficulty because she was not cooperating. She was just like, "Oh man, I'm guilty, man. I'm gonna say I'm guilty." I'm like, and I understand because of Gan, but I was just like, "Bro, you're making my life very difficult. I've got your little sister hounding me down as well, and I'm not loving life right now."
Yeah. But I don't know if you do this. Like a lot of times when I play games, I play games when I'm like talking and I'm like streaming it. Like my personality is my personality, but sometimes I try to make the decisions kind of based on the character. And I know Phoenix is like a nice guy, so I'm like, all right, we'll just deal with it. It's not me. Like I'm guilty. All right, I'm head out. I'm not trying to fight against you and the justice system. What the hell does this look like?
I
So
tried doing that, but a couple of times I got bitten. So I think in the second case, when you try to be nice to April May, she basically throws it back in your face, and then after that, I was like, cool, I'm not being nice anymore.
that's a little different in the courtroom. I'm not trying to do that because not in the courtroom because like I feel you. I was like, all right, she's a nice lady. Let me like not be mean. Like, oh, it's like that in the courtroom. I'm grilling you. I'm trying to grill you, trying to get the information. Hold it. Where were you last night at 9 p.m. You burger? That's the type of energy I'm on. But I feel you. I try though. I try
Yeah,
though.
yeah. But talking
Cause
about
me, I'll lie.
your lie,
I'll lie in the courtroom. Phoenix won't lie. You're like, I gotta get, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, go ahead.
this one is a bluffer. But I was just gonna say like the sound effects. Like, what do you? It's kind of hard to choose, but what would you say is your favorite, sound effect or like OST?
OST is I actually really like Apollo's cornered theme,
Mm.
but I'd as much as I would. Oh wait, we're talking about the original trilogy right now. Sorry. Actually, Miles Edgeworth's kind of his theme.
Okay.
When he
Yeah.
pops up, Francesca uses it sometimes too, but that always gets me hype. Anytime I hear it, I'm like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, we're here. As it actually comes to sound effect, it's actually the table slap. How everyone like slaps the
Yeah.
table that makes that doom sound. Like that is the sound effect that I like the most. If I had to pick a second one, you want to go with like and after the screen
Mm.
like will like flash white and like shake. I like that. I like that one too.
Yeah.
The question mark one where it's like we're trying to acquire something, the little doom. That
Okay.
was
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
too. They have good sound effects. That was good too. But um, yeah, that's I'd go with that. I think all the corner themes are good. Like when you're actually on a roll and you're
Okay. Yeah.
cooking,
Yeah.
and the themes behind you, dun,
Mhm.
dun, 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 a pursuit as well. Dun, 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 dun. I like all of those.
They were cooking. I don't know how for 6 games they just have immaculate OSTs because like they just every game and they just remix it so like it's like slightly not slightly but it's different. It's enough to be it has the semblance of the original but it's distinct to have its own like image. So that's what I really like about all the games. But I think for me I think it's the pursuit in the Justice for All. I really like it when you're going back and forth with I think with Francisco. I like it when you're doing when that theme plays, and then I also like I think the cross examination
Oh, great!
theme.
It's called Great Revival. Great Revival. I remember the name now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
go ahead.
that's what it's called.
That's a good one too. Cross examination is a good one too.
Mm, yeah, and then for sound effects, I just like it when he says take that.
Take that!
There's a lot that I like. Some of them you haven't heard yet. Yeah, there's more. There's more.
I need to play great, man.
Lie to you. I won't lie to you. Just you can't go wrong with the classic objection for me.
Objection!
But yeah, some of the other ones I like are from like later on or from some of the other ones. So
Okay, okay.
some good ones. I've actually also played this in Japanese, so
Really? What did?
because I, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. So the text was in Japanese. How does that work?
Oh no, no. So Ace Attorney Investigation. I'm not gonna talk about the actual game. Just like the second one never
Mm.
came out. So I played a high seas version of it.
Okay.
So the voices in like the like Satura is like yoi, like all that was in
Oh, okay.
Japanese, but the text like was like English. It was kind of not great to the point
Okay.
that even with like the Great Ace Attorney we got pretty recently over here. I actually only played the second one for the first time literally a week ago. I
Wow.
had played a messed up version of the first one, but it feels like I played that game for the first time, having finally played the little duology on my Switch, and I was very impressed. Honestly, I was very impressed. But yeah, I played that also in like a Japanese kind of version of it because someone just kind of translated the text, and I played it on my PC in like I want to say 2015. I could be jumping the gun, but
Okay.
it's a while ago.
Oh,
So
okay.
I had to circle because Capcom was like, no, we're just not giving you this one. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess.
That's kind of
Fortunate, but
it's strange because I know like when I was looking at kind of the history, for the first game they did it so if they localized it, it could apply everywhere. But for the next two, they didn't create it with that intention, and I don't even think they had the intention of releasing it globally until it came on the DS. So I don't know. It's kind of strange how with I guess maybe they didn't anticipate the series getting as popular as it did, but it's kind of strange that even though it's still popular, they didn't want to release the other games as well.
Capcom is they're strange though. It's
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. I can't take this.
Hmm. Okay, so
Oh,
the next one, I think we kind of talked about it already, but talking about what makes this trilogy or this series special. And I think we've kind of touched on it, like the music, like some of the cases, but I guess we can dive a bit deeper. So what do you think makes the trilogy special?
so we're talking about like this trilogy specific to me is that it's like I think it is well put together. It's really well. It's a really well told story to the point where it's like even if you just play like the trilogy, you've gotten like a complete arc told, and if you didn't know there was more, you'd feel like you kind of completed something. Does that make sense? Like
Mm-hmm.
you there's a finality to it, even though there's a continuation. But when it comes to the original trilogy, I think the thing that makes it special is the fact that you focused on the story of Phoenix. This is Phoenix. Excuse me. This is his Phoenix's journey, or Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I think actually that might be the ancestor. I might butchered his actual name, but anyways, um, because in the first game, you're a rookie, you're up and coming, you lose your sensei, you're trying to find your way. Then her sister comes and kind of helps and supports you, and you're kind of growing, you get better. And then by the end of the second game, because of what happens, I don't know if you want to talk about any specific case and stuff like that, but I'm sure this is like free flow. You could talk like about
Yeah.
anything. But the Matt on guard case, when Phoenix Wright figured out what was really going on with my guy Gerksaman Shelly the Killer. I love him. His theme is fire too. Hold on.
Yep.
His
Yep.
theme is fire.
It's fire.
I like him. Right? And then like, you know how when Miles finally really like lost a few times and then he got defended and then he had to kind of go on just his own introspection journey. I'm like, yeah, Phoenix did what he did. He had to kind of learn that. And then I felt like in the third game, he was kind of at his strongest. But in the third game, you find out that Mia was the first person that defended him.
Yep.
That was her first client. And that was like you get the story of why Phoenix does what he does. And then even in the very last case, it ties back to his beginning in the courtroom with Dahlia Hartthorne, with Morgan Fay, who was in the second game, and then Prosecutor Godot, how it all came together. And I'm like, that's fantastic, because we're not gonna go into it yet, but the second trilogy, while Phoenix is a major part about it, I would argue this is Apollo's journey more so than anything.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And just going off what you said, I think like the thing about being Phoenix's journey is a great point, because even though you have other characters that will come in and come out, you really do feel like Phoenix is going on this journey, he's improving, which each case is getting more confident, being exposed to different situations, and then you kind of see in like some of the, I guess, philosophies or challenges that he faces and how that affects him as a person, how you kind of see his inner monologues from time to time. And then like you said, in the final game, it kind of really does have that feeling of finality where you feel you've gone through this journey and now you're at this like, I guess, turning point where Phoenix is kind of reaching the peak of his career as a lawyer, and he's at his he's feeling really experienced, and then he's taken on this challenge of the past. And then you kind of, I feel like they did a great job of like tying up all the threads with the Faye clan, the Mia, and then the obviously Dahlia as well. So yeah, I agree with that.
And it was interesting, and like I don't know if you noticed this, and which I think is pretty interesting about all the first games in the trilogy. Everybody who has like a rookie case is always with some like godlike defense attorney who just like knows the answer. Like knows the answer. Like it feels like in the first case, Mia knows everything,
Yeah.
right? Then when you're Mia Grossberg a little bit, then
Mhm.
even again with like Diego Armando, who ended up being Godot, like I've always found that to be kind of really good and really funny, because I'm like, okay, so like when you're in the driver's seat, you don't know what you're doing, but when you're just onlooking, you're just all knowing, omniscient, like, oh yes, I know who the killer is, I know who done it, I know when, where, with what, like his clue, just have all the answers, this location, this weapon, this person, which I always found to be kind of funny. Because it even continues, in my opinion, in Apollo with Phoenix when he's in his fucking bum outfit in his hat. He just knows everything. I'm like, wait, why do you? So now you got the godlike power. So you just know
Yeah, the
everything. So it
source.
was really good though. Yeah, he did. But I really like that last case, how it brings everything together. I was hoping him and is it Iris? Iris? Is
Yeah, it's Iris.
other sisters? I was really hoping that something could happen there. I really
I'm
was.
saying,
I was
man.
I was rooting for my guy. He deserved it. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, this trilogy is special. I think Phoenix is a special character. He's funny to me because like I'm like, Phoenix is kind of a burger. He's a herb, but he's still raw, because he be losing to old men, little girls be slapping him till he pass out, but
Yeah.
he don't die. He like immortal. Like that man get hit by a car to a pole, walk it off, fell off the burning bridge into a river. shook it off. Like I'm like, my guy's kind of durable. Hold on, he
Kind
got
of hench.
durability feats. Shout out to
Nah.
Phoenix, man.
The
But
the one when he
yeah,
got whipped by Von Karma at the end of the, I think it's the
yeah.
second case, bro. That was different.
Why is she allowed to do this? Why? Why did the Von Karma get to run the court? I don't understand this.
They got aura.
Von Karma, Manfred just be like, "Yo, I'm all right. Take it. We're taking a 10-minute recess." The judge's like, "I'm judge though." He's like, "I've said we're taking." It's like, "All right, we're taking a 10-minute recess." I'm like, "There's no way." I was sick. I'm
I
so
was
sick,
vexed,
bro. I
man.
said no.
How
I
could
said
he
we
get
gotta
away?
get him out of here.
But he was like, what did he say on the second day? He said, "Oh yeah, this trial is ending in like 10 minutes or 3 minutes, something stupid like that." I'm like, bro, who decided that?
Yeah, you're not that nice, bro. You're not. You just lie, cheat, prepare witnesses. You hide evidence. I don't respect you. So Miles, I respected because Miles came a long way because he was taught by Manfred, and the way that his story intermingles with the Vaughn Commerce is pretty special in my opinion too. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but obviously I think Ace Attorney Investigations. You play as Edgeworth,
Yeah.
so you get more of that. So if you want more of that, you got to go there and play them. You'll get more of that stuff.
Okay, that's
His upbringing.
interesting.
Yeah, those games are actually secretly really good. I didn't expect them to be that good. They're good. Very solid stuff.
I definitely need to find a way of playing it, but I guess we can move
See what I can
on
do.
to the next point, which was it's about continuity, and I guess we actually kind of already talked about it already, which is funny. But I guess what I was trying to ask here is because compared to the second trilogy, I feel like this one is very tight in terms of cohesiveness, and I guess I guess that comes as a product of it focusing on Phoenix, whereas and we'll talk about this I guess later, but I feel like in the second trilogy they didn't really have a clear direction, even though Apollo is the focus. I don't think it was as close. I don't think it was as well refined. So I think the continuity is an important factor when you're making a I guess a trilogy of games, because that's obviously that was the intention when they I guess moved on past Phoenix, but yeah.
Well, I think I agree with that because I told you I think this trilogy is stronger than the other one, and I think part of it was focus. I think you're right about that. It is Phoenix's story now, mind you. There are some moments like that's why I was very like like trials and tribulations to me is like peak because I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I got to play as Edgeworth. I got to play as Mia. Like that was
Mm-hmm.
really good. That was really dope. Um, Here's what I think the second trilogy had a problem of a little bit of modernity, a little bit of pop flair and style over substance, and I do think they relied a little bit on like I don't say gameplay gimmicks because I didn't hate like all the new stuff you can do, but like I think they rely a little bit too much on like this is the selling point. She's got this emotional matrix psychology, this. You got this bracelet. You can see the minute. We have the Emperor's Eye Akashi. You could see the muscle contractions. Like okay, like and then the Kudai, and I'm like, all right, so we're doing what
Nope,
is it? The divination seance, and I'm
nope,
like, all right,
nope,
what's going on?
nope.
Like right? Like
I'm getting
I'm not a
flashbacks.
huge fan of I'm not I'm not a huge fan of like all that. Like I just kind of care about like the legality, the law, the mystery, the witnesses, the characters, the defendant and prosecutors versus a defense attorney thing. But here's what I was thinking because now that I've like completed the greatest attorney, which I'm not going to talk about, I think what this game would benefit from, honestly, let's switch roles. Because the thing about
Oh,
Ace Attorney Investigations, and I don't think this is like a spoiler, is you're not necessarily really in the courtroom. It's the investigation portion where you get the main suspect that's going to be on trial. I'm not saying you don't go to court, but that's more about like the police process, if you will, of arresting somebody who's the main suspect. I mean, I want to play as a rookie prosecutor. I want to be on the other side of the aisle where I'm trying to put somebody in prison, not defend them. I think that would go a long way. And you don't have to you could if you want completely detach it and just start with like a fresh cast and maybe a different time period, different area in the world, or you can still keep those characters loosely tangentially in it. Like maybe you do still see Phoenix or Miles as like the chief prosecutor, like he's the head of the department, so like he's up in the higher floors, the very top CEO type beat, while you're like the rookie up and coming. I really think the game would. I think the series can benefit from that. It'd be even dope to go up against like Athena or Apollo or Phoenix or someone that we know. I think that's what I would do personally, because I think with the Greatest Attorney, what they decided to do was they did a story about when Japan opened its borders, and like Great Britain was the center of the world, and they were like the technological hub, and you play as one of his ancestors, and you go to Great Britain to learn about their legality system and whatnot, and you have Sherlock Holmes there, what they call Herlock Sholmes, right? And I'm like, that's cool. I liked it. It was really fun. But I'm not interested in doing timeline gimmicks. Like I'm gonna do one where in the future and we're doing like court in space. I'm not here for that. Let's try
Nah.
doing a prosecutor. I think that'd be cool. I don't know what you think though.
That's a really I really like that idea. That's something that's how you keep the series fresh and you still keep it, it's still kind of Ace Attorney, but it's just on the other side. And I think that would I think it would um be more I think it'd be possibly more interesting because if you have someone who's guilty and then you have the attorney just putting all that in creating all these false like not really false but like make doing the most to make them seem innocent. that would I think that would create an interesting plot line, especially when you know they're guilty and then you feel like the person's being disingenuous because they're doing that, but they're just doing their job because obviously they have to defend their client. So I think that could create an interesting dynamic between the prosecutor and the attorney because you're like, we're supposed to be finding the truth, but it doesn't really feel like that because you're just trying to cover up the truth by defending your client. That could be a direction it could go in.
And on that note, I do want to say this real quick before I forget because you just brought something up I really like about this game. It's like especially this original trilogy, especially with what happens at the end of the Damon Gantz case and at
Mm.
the end of the Matt Ungard case. I really like the concept that a defense attorney and prosecutor are two different sides of the law, and if they're like honest and just when they present all of their evidence, the conclusion is that they come to the truth, whether or not the client is guilty or innocent. You want to come to the truth. Now that's obviously kumbaya, world peace, lovey dovey, this is idealistic. It's not realistic because crooked lawyers exist, and I argue most of them are. You might know your client is guilty as hell, and you're trying to get him off, or a lighter sentence. It doesn't work that way in the real world, but I've always liked that about it. It's kind of like a romanticization of the legal system, which I've always really liked. But the other thing that I thought about, I don't know how this would work. Maybe I think maybe you might have multiple branches or something, but I thought about maybe making a game where you play as the judge and you
Ooh.
listen to the evidence and you listen to the both sides and you have to decide no, objection sustained or rejected, or okay, I want to hear more testimony. Like, like I think
Mhm.
that could be. I don't know how it would work though, but that's something else that I kind of thought in my head. But I would say just try to prosecute a thing first in terms of continuity. And again, you don't have to get rid of Phoenix and stuff. You could be facing. Imagine you face Apollo. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I like that. I like that. And then he tries using his perceive and all that stuff. Yeah, I could rock with that still.
Gotcha.
That's another sound effect I like. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
before we move on, I just wanted to say, did you feel like the sound effects, well, not the sound effects, the voice clips in the second trilogy, not the second trilogy, Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, do you feel like they got weaker? Because when I heard the objection, I was like, bro, why does it sound so meek?
Yeah, I agree. I think so. They used to have more of like this punch when you heard them, like objection,
Yeah.
objection. Like objection, like you felt it, and I was just kind of like objection. Like it's like it's I don't know, it have the same oomph. I feel that. I agree. I agree with that. I agree with it. I don't know if because of the voice actors changing and them having like semi voice acting and stuff. So like they wanted to still be in line with what the character sounds like in the cutscenes. I'm not sure what the reasoning was, but I definitely think the voice clips are not as strong in the later games. I'd even argue in the Greatest Attorney.
That's a shame, but you
Well,
know,
but in Grace Attorney, we are British. Objection. We got the UK accent.
really? Okay, that's interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing that. Maybe they got some Cockney.
Japanese man with the Japanese man with the roadman slang. No, I'm kidding. Not like that.
Okay,
Uh,
so I'm gonna make you
who are
think on
some?
the spot right now. Quick
Okay,
fire. Favorite prosecutor in the
Francisco
trilogy.
Von Karma.
Okay.
Yeah,
Favorite
Francisco Von
case.
Karma. But Miles is the goat. My favorite case is the Damon Gantz case. That one is amazing with Lana and Emma Sky. I love that. That's my favorite case in the whole thing.
Okay.
My favorite case.
Favorite character.
Woo!
Hey man, quick fire.
Favorite character. All right, I have to for the original trilogy. I gotta go with Von Karma with Francesca.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And now, final one. Favorite game.
Oh, easily Trials and Tribulations.
Nice. Nice. Okay. I guess so.
Never changing. I don't think.
Okay. I guess
I
I'll
like
go.
Godot.
Oh, what were you saying? Sorry.
So I like Godot.
Good.
He was a very I liked him. I felt bad at the end. I think he still have to go to jail, buddy, but like I felt bad though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt the rage. He's funny too when he came. First of all, wow, am I a fraud?
What?
Fragrance of Dark Coffee is
I was
effing
just
amazing.
thinking it. I was just thinking about that.
Have you ever had a chance to listen to the jazz version with the rain in the background? It's serene.
Okay, I need to
It's
listen
good.
to that.
Just put like Fragrance of Coffee jazz edition with like rain in the background. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think
So
what makes that one so good is it's so like different from all the other OSTs. It really is distinct, and it's just like it kind of because the courtroom is like intense, but then you hear that and you kind of feel calm. It's strange.
I agree. Can I ask you one quick fire question? What's your
Yeah.
favorite scene? Original trilogy.
Ooh. I guess my favorite scene has to be um. I think when Gant has his breakdown and he just starts clapping because that's hilarious, and he just starts clapping and it goes faster and then
Yeah.
faster, and then he's just like, okay, I'm done.
Mine is at the end of Justice for All when Francesca leaves her whip and she leaves and Miles catches up to her and they have that conversation and she starts crying at the end and she had
Oh,
like the last piece of evidence where Maya drew Nick on the Shelly the killer card. That's my favorite.
now that one is
I was
heartwarming. I
like,
can't lie. Mm.
Maya and Pearl are some of my favorite characters though. I like Maya and I love Pearl.
Bam. I love Pearl. I adopted her. As soon as you gave her the Magatama and then you started talking to her, I said, yeah, I'm protecting you for the rest of the game. I don't care.
Yep. I
I,
mean, derail what you're gonna ask originally, or you're gonna answer the question. Just
yeah, I'll try and do it quickly. Prosecutor, probably Godot. I think he was just the presence, even though he was only there for because he wasn't actually in that many. Actually, am I lying? Yeah, he wasn't. He was only in two cases technically. Actually, no, three cases. I'm a liar. But yeah, he was just great. And then case I think the last one for me. Yeah, bridge to turnabouts character. Ooh, feck. Um, Mia. I said the first name that came to my head. And then game the last one.
oh, Spirit of Justice. Oh, no, sorry.
Oh no.
Tragedy. Yeah. My bad.
No. I
Yeah,
mean,
that game is amazing, bro. Just you start off the way I didn't think you'd start off either. Like, oh shoot, what?
that's how
No
you keep it
way. It's like,
fresh,
yeah,
man.
that's a good game.
That's how you keep it fresh.
Games like they were-
I love when you're reading a story and it's like normally from one person's point of view, and then you get to experience the same story but from a different person's point of view. So when you get to play, like you normally play as Phoenix, but getting to play as Mia, that was like a really like that instantly had me in the game. because I was like, bro, we got to play with someone who's completely different, and then like she's got her own style. So I was like, this is already like got me.
Yeah. Great
Okay.
stuff though. Did you have a favorite like witness stand person
Oh,
or one you don't like? Because I can't listen. Old bag makes my blood boil.
oh, nah, she
Yeah,
stinks. Her and Lotta Hart, bro. I have beef with Lotta Hart, bro.
wanted to. I can't stand her. She's so
I hate
goofy.
lies
Her
on the
and old
stand.
bag.
Old bag, you can't skip her dialogue. Just talking.
Edgy poo. That should make me. That should make me laugh though, because even she's like, oh my god, stop.
She has him sweating
Nah,
when she says that.
bro. I have to talk about this because this I'll never forget this. And I don't know if you had this issue because one thing I think is really interesting because when I was watching Simi play it, he did so many things that I didn't even know you could do in the game, like a little bit of an alternate route you can take, but
Oh.
he had the same issue that I did where when in the last in the Mad on Guard case, with Juan, when she has 4 Cyclops, I'm thinking I need a plethora of evidence before I go there. And all you needed was Juan's autograph. And she breaks every single Cyclops. She had fucking 1. I said, bro, I stressed out. I'm like, I need this, I need that. Like, I don't have enough. And I just tried it. I'm like, let me just see how far I can get. I put the autograph and they all broke. And I'm like, bro, I wasted 2 hours clicking everything. I'm so upset. But yeah, I can't stand her. She makes my blood boil. She's hell of annoying. But I won't lie to you though. There's a couple of witnesses that I do like seeing on the stand. I like when Gumshoe's on the stand because he's dumb. So you can always start your counterattack by picking apart how dumb he is. So it always gives you like your first attack point, you know?
Yeah. That's funny because he literally that literal point is what he says in the Maggie case. In the third game, he's like, "Bruh, you know I'm gonna make a mistake. You just start there."
Yeah. But yeah, shouts out.
Yeah, I had a similar experience with that fourth case because I don't know, for some reason I had it fixed in my mind Matt is innocent. So when they said, "Oh yeah, when you have to present the Shelly the killer card," I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, "Bro, I'm lost. I'm going around all the places and I'm just like, bro, what am I supposed to do?" So then I present the thing and then he does this flip. I'm like, "Bro, so he's evil."
Yeah.
I was exasperated. I was like, bro, I didn't think they were gonna do that twist, but logically thinking,
Because you know how they get you? The Magnetama. Did you kill Mad on Guard? He did not kill Mad on Guard. He hired an assassin to do it. He didn't lie to you.
yeah, he
So
didn't.
that's how they get you.
They
It was
got me,
smart.
man.
I respect it. I caught on early. Once I knew it was like he was an assassin, like, oh, damn it. But see me, for Maya, I would have felt bad about it. I would have done it to save Maya's life. I wouldn't have felt bad about it. But did you know there's like an alternate ending where he quits being a lawyer when you win the case, but you know that you lied, and he's like in a trench coat and he has like a suitcase and he like leaves to like the legal world. I never
Oh,
got that ending because I did the right thing, but I've seen it on YouTube.
yeah, I think I saw it on YouTube as well, and I think that's isn't that the same for the fifth case in the first game with Gan? If you don't I think if you don't if you
Interesting.
present if you you know you have the scrap of cloth from the cowboy.
Yeah,
And then he says, he
I
asks
didn't know that.
you if you have evidence to present, and if you say, I think if you say yes, and
Like,
it gives you to
yes.
another ending, which is like the bad ending. But if you say no, that's how you get the good ending.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at that later. I didn't. I played this game for how long and still shit I be learning. I love it.
Yes, sir. I guess is there any other things you want to talk about before we go on to the second trilogy?
Mm, I No, I think we're good. But it's a really strong launching part, and I think most people will enjoy it. I'm a visual novel enjoyer, so I like
Mm.
visual novels, but I think you guys will have a blast with this. But the Magatama gameplay stuff I think is really cool. I like that. Um, Morgan Faye's a bastard. I like her. Shout to Pearl. Oh, I do want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they've done the twin gimmick multiple times, they gotta cut that out. Stop that. But they did it with Innie and Minnie,
Okay.
with Iris and Dahlia, and what were those like purple hair girls from the second one? Can't remember their name. Stop. Cut it out. Get a new. You need to get deeper in your bag. That's the last thing I have to say about it. But shout out to Sensei, shout out to Mia.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yes,
good,
sir.
good time. Great music.
Okay. And actually, this is actually the last thing I wanted to see. This is kind of degenerate, but I want to not hear your top three babes.
Ooh, from the first trilogy.
Yeah.
Francesca, Sensei, Mia Fey, and ooh, let me think. I'm gonna have to go with I guess Adrian Andrews. Let me kind of look for a second. I'll give you a better third one, but let me look for a second.
Okay.
I
I've
do want
been.
to say this real quick. The Très Bien case,
Yeah.
that was also one serious with Frio Tigre. What's going on, bro?
Bro, how did they get away with that? No, how did they get away with that? He
That was
represented Phoenix
disrespectful.
in court and no one clocked. Really?
Yeah, that was disrespectful. I actually felt slight. I'm like, yo, no, respect me. I've been out here. I'm nice now. Like, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. So yeah. That hurt.
Yeah, I was
I
baffled,
felt
man.
disrespected. How about you?
Okay, yes. Um, I've been tormenting Satsuki with the top three, and now I'll finally give mine. So number one, I got Desiree Delitz. I saw her the first time, and I said, "Yep, it's undeniable. She's the one." Uh, and then number two, Mia Fey, of course. And then number three, I got a soft spot for Adrian Andrews. I can't lie, because when she's being her clumsy self, I was like, you know what? I kind of like it. I like her, man.
You know, what, I'm gonna go Iris.
Iris. Ooh. That's yeah. Sorry, Adrian. I have to put Iris in there. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Iris. Adrian, I like better in the master mask case, but
Yep.
the first one I couldn't. But yeah, go with that.
She was fronting, man. She was fronting.
Yeah.
Okay.